It's Sunday morning, January 31st. It looks like somewhere between high and low tide right now. I finally, this is the third time in my life I've made it up early enough on a Sunday morning to do dawn patrol. Surf is looking pretty good considering it's not the best surf you've ever seen at Ocean Beach. I don't see anyone else out on patrol. I'm going to show you some of the shit that has come up on the beach with the winter swells. I don't really know where to begin. Some of it, of course, is driftwood. You know, that's not a biggie. But we've got, here's an interesting thing. People have been making sculptures out of this shit. It's pretty, see if I can, I'm going to show you a Christmas tree sculpture that was pretty epic. But now I want to show you all this stuff, believe it or not, is not shell. Some of it is shell. Most of it is styrofoam. You can tell, I mean, that a lot of it's plastic. Believe it or not, a lot of this is actually a lot better than it was. People have been picking it up. Some of it's been washing back out. Let me show you some of the... Yesterday, the tide was all the way up here, so there's Dave. So you didn't see, so some of it got washed back out. Here's what it looks like. It's like this all up and down the beach. I haven't seen it up by Sloat. I hear it's like this past Sloat near the upper parking lot. This is, like I said, a lot of the big pieces have been picked up. It's been like this for about a month. I don't know, the city can't, I don't know if the city does anything about it. I don't know if the Coastal Commission does anything about it. I don't know who's responsible for this shit. Like, and no one really is. Like I said, there's another one of those madness cabs. When I looked at the date on one of those, they were, it was probably about 11 years old. But it's acre after acre just like this. And this is, like I said, this is after some of it's washed back. This is after some of it has been picked up by, a lot of it has been picked up by people. In the beginning, I was the only one I saw out here. I know other people were doing it. This weekend, I saw a lot of people trying to clean this shit up. But, I mean, I'm going to make this video long so you can see just, it's all over. It's all over. And, I mean, you don't have to be an environmentalist. You don't have to even care about the planet to be shocked by this. And, you know, I want to know how it got here. I mean, I know where it was. You can see it's just a lot, yeah, a lot of it's, you know, just debris that you would normally find outside the ocean anyway. But some of this stuff, I mean, every single piece of seaweed is entangled in, you know, plastic combs. I don't know if you can see my comb there. I mean, there's no way to... I am astounded. Everyone I see who sees it is astounded. It's like nothing I've ever seen in my life. I am not making this shit up. And I don't want to give you the impression that Ocean Beach is a dirty beach. Because Ocean Beach normally, especially considering that it's an urban beach, you know, with San Francisco Bay spilling out onto it, you know, okay, when the tides are going out, San Francisco Bay actually empties into the ocean and you get a strong south rip, really famous among all the surfers, really famous around anybody who's getting swept away. But, you know, I'm going up by the seawall. It just goes on and on. Got some runners and some dogs. You know, people love this beach. There's a lot of people who spend a lot of time on this beach. And I guess we're learning what it's like. And the swells were big. This is a new log here that wasn't there before. This, you know, you gotta admit that these swells are big to bring all this stuff up. I'm not really picking up anything right now because I got Dave in my other hand and the camera in this hand. I don't know what to say. This is just gonna, I mean, I might have to edit this later. But But this, I think I might even post the raw footage so you can see what it's like to walk along Ocean Beach right now. There's some still over there. There actually was more over there. I should have gotten pictures of it then. But you know, you turn around behind me and you know, it's just, it's some of this, actually this is a little better. Some of this washed away yesterday. Actually, I'm gonna come over here. Now that one doesn't look too bad. This actually, there used to be a dune here this winter. That was how powerful this storm was, and the storms have been. This cliff used to be a dune. This level here was higher than it was, and there, you know, those rocks were never exposed. It sucks for me as a surfer that I've got all those exposed rocks now. Sandbars moved around a little. You can see how close. I don't know if you'd call this high tide, because it does get higher than this. Yesterday it was up really high. Yeah, there we go, more caps. Yeah, I'll come by and pick these up later. Yeah, oh, here's good. This is a good example of what is going on here. There was so much of this stuff, it was embedded. It's gotten embedded in the sand. It's going to be here for a long ass time. I find this shocking. This is an urban beach that up until 2 months ago was clean. Now, you would find an occasional piece of litter, you know, on the weekends, and there's a lot of people out here. Not everybody has a lot of respect, but for the most part, people do. For the most part, you don't see this shit. You know, you know, people lose stuff. Usually, it's just something gets away from somebody. It's not. People don't really trash this beach that much. Here's up against the seawall. This actually used to be completely covered and was washed away probably yesterday. The tide was insanely high yesterday. It was a full moon. Alright, I'm actually kind of reaching the end of the super saturated part. I just walked that. This is a very short area that I've been filming. This is, I filmed from Noriega to, now I'm only at Ortega. This is 1 street away from my house is all this trash, and I mean, I just want to, and you know, here's the stairwell. This is the stairwell where I usually hide my sandals. I guess if you wanted to steal my sandals, you could steal it from here. And there's, you know, some of that stuff is natural. I'm not gonna diss it all. But yeah, there's a ball over there. You know, I'm, you know, probably not the stablest, best filmmaking ever, but I just wanted to show people what it looked like.